Welcome back, everybody. 44 minutes after. We were just talking about Dr. Pepper and Dr. Pepper Snapple before the breaks are kind of breaking down the company. Right now, we've got the CEO of the company, Larry Young, joining us here in studio. Good to have you with us, Larry.
Good to see you.
So let's talk about the company, because when you guys did your IPO, there was a lot of skepticism, concerns about you going after kind of the, how would you compete against Coca-Cola and Pepsi, the big players, also kind of relying on a soft drinks market in a declining North American market. You know what was being said.
Exactly.
You guys, though, your stock's up. You seem to be doing well. People really like you. I mean, is it a short-term blip, or is there a longer-term story here?
No, I think it's long-term, Carol. I mean, we have a strategy in place that is really starting to pay us dividends. I mean, people talked about us competing with being number 3 to Coke and Pepsi. We're number 1 in flavored CSDs. That's what we do. And I think the economy falling kind of helped us a bit on people coming back to carbonated soft drinks. You take our brands, I mean, we're number 1 or number 2 in the categories we compete in, so it just plays a natural, growth number for us.
All right, so talk to us, though, about growth going forward. I mean, you're predominantly selling here in the United States. About 10% is overseas. Many people say that's where the growth is. Do you plan to go after that more aggressively?
You know, right now, for the next 5 years, we're going to stay very focused on North America. The opportunities we see here are great. In the past, when Cadbury owned the company, Cadbury had sold the rights to a lot of the brands to some other companies, so a little limited on where we can go. But we're constantly looking at different opportunities. But we want to stay very focused in the U.S. the next 5 to 7 years.
All right. So if you're staying focused for the next 5 to 7 years in the U.S., I mean, though, what specifically in terms of strategy that provides the growth going forward? I mean, your stock's up about 60% this year, way, as you know, outperforming Coke and PepsiCo. I guess investors are going to say, kind of show me the money. So where does the growth come from the next 3 to 5 years?
I think we're showing everybody its availability, where we can go out and grow per caps across our markets. It's not one per cap across the U.S. There's lighter markets where the per cap consumption is down. We're putting a very strong focus there, making sure we have availability. Making sure we're in all the fountain units, like with McDonald's and the different fast food chains, because if our product's available, people buy it. If they're going to drink it during the day while they're at work or at play or having lunch, when they go home at night and they go to the supermarket, they're going to buy a 12-pack and take it with them.
Is M&A part of that strategy in terms of providing the growth domestically here in the U.S. over the next 3 to 5 years?
The brands we have right now, we have 58 brands. And so, I'm not really looking to buy any more brands right now, just develop the ones we have.
So why not, though, be more aggressive overseas? Why do you feel like the growth is here domestically more important?
Well, right now we want to get this piece of the business fixed first, and then we'll look over there.
All right. Let me also talk to you about price increases, because you guys have actually been able to raise prices. That's pretty interesting in this kind of environment. But commodity prices have come down. I'm sure that's kind of helped out here. Do you think you can continue those price increases?
Yeah, I think, you've got to constantly watch where's the value. We've been able to take price. I think one of the good things was when consumers came back into CSDs, the CSD prices were higher than they had been for almost a decade. They still saw the value of a carbonated soft drink. Even if a can of Dr. Pepper's not on sale, I mean, it's, off the shelf price, it's 40 cents. That's pretty good value out there. So, we look at that and say, we're hoping we'll get more back to consistent measures where we kind of see price increases along the lines of inflation, not the huge price increases we had to take while the commodities were going through the roof.
All right. Do you anticipate there any kind of price war coming?
I've been very happy with the pricing I've seen out there, very rational. I think everybody's noticed that there is value. The consumer sees value, and our customer sees the value there. So I think the pricing's in a pretty good spot right now.
Pretty good spot. Okay, let me talk to you a little bit about the bottling deal with PepsiCo. As you know, a lot of people focused on that with PepsiCo buying up 2 of their own bottlers. You guys have a close relationship with them. I think last week in a conference call, you are said to be reviewing a number of possible strategic options in regards to this relationship. I'm just curious, have you kind of figured out an option that you want to pursue here?
No, it's still very early. Whenever we have a franchise change like this, I mean, the sellers notify us, and then we have meetings, and we lay out annual operating plans, and we look at what's best for our brand, where our brand can grow the most, and also where our shareholders get the greatest long-term value. So we're just in early stages and way too early to speculate.
But do you feel like you're in the driver's seat? And I bring that up, Larry, because Goldman Sachs estimates the gross profit stream in question is between $300 million and $350 million for PepsiCo. So they don't want to lose the relationship with you. Do you feel like you're a bit in the driver's seat, though, here and kind of negotiating this deal out with them?
Well, I hate to ever say I'm in the driver's seat, but it's awfully nice to own strong, powerful brands.
All right, all right. Just quickly, a few seconds left here. You and I talked before we went on about the economic climate. In terms of what you're seeing in your business and the metrics, got about 10 seconds here. How would you describe the economy at this point?
You know, I'm very positive right now. I'm seeing a little bit of an uptick. We're not going to see it come up as fast as it dropped, but you're starting to see, you know, the consumer getting a little better feel out there in the trade. We're seeing more traffic pick up, and if we can get traffic and get people in the accounts, our products will sell.
All right, good to know. Larry Young, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, the CEO of Dr. Pepper Snapple.